Hey guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Check it out. Ailunce has sent me a fine looking radio here. This is a GMRS radio. It is the Ailunce, what is the model? HA1G. I've owned a lot of these. This is Retevis and Retevis, the parent company here. Their higher end ham gear and GMRS gear goes under this brand. And I mean, I've never had a product from them that I've been disappointed in, so I don't think this will be any different. But let's go ahead and open it up and see what we got. Okay, there's a nice user's manual. Very nice. We got a nice programming cord. Not everyone includes those, so that's kind of cool. It is the newer style, which I don't think I like as much. You know, this doesn't have the two earphone and mic plug. It has the little mini pins here, but that's cool because that's probably $18, $19 for a cable like that if you had to buy it separately. And then we have a USB-C cable. I assume that's to hook to the charger. Yeah, and here we go with a little wall wart here. That plugs in that. A nice base with a light, looks like green and charging light, which is also very cool. Of course, our main radio also comes with, oh, thank you, a little carrying strap. My hands are not what they once were, so I tend to drop things now, which is not very nice, but this radio looks from initial feeling like it might pass the bounce test, but I really don't want to test that out. Man, my hands are too cold to move it here. I just got up here to the studio to do some editing and filming today, and the heater hasn't had a chance to keep up. I keep that diesel heater I have fairly low, you know, just enough to keep the room from freezing up. I keep it at about 45, but I was outside working, so 65 would have been a lot nicer. Okay, there we go. And then, of course, it does come with a battery. If I can get that out of there, there we go. Oh, cool. All right. All right, so battery, let's see if I can read the specs on that. DC voltage 7.4 volts, capacity is 2,880 amp hours. Not bad. All right, and that just clicks in. So if you had an issue, it's not permanently installed. And then I'm not going to put this in right now, but it does also have a spring-loaded belt strap there if you wanted to have us on your belt. And yeah, so it looks fairly waterproof, I'd say. If I were going to guess, I would say it offers some level of protection. Nice little stubby antenna. Looks like it's a fixed antenna. Yep. So that doesn't come off. And there it is. There it is. The top has the channels listed, doesn't it? Yeah, that's kind of cool. It's unusual. All right, and then of course we have a menu. We have a keypad here. Let's go ahead, turn it on. Cool. And I'll get the camera closer in. We'll take a look at some of the features and functions. And we don't really get any GMRS signals here, but we can certainly try to pick some up. There is, this time of year, some ski slopes nearby. Although the weather is so bad today, I doubt anyone's able to access those ski slopes, but we can try. All right, well, here it is. We'll go ahead and turn it back on. Nice color screen here. And it looks like it has a dual watch feature, which is kind of cool. So channel is listed real small. We do have battery capacity right there. And as we roll through the channels, you can see what's programmed in there. And then we have a lot of empties, right? So we have our 30 channels that are FRS and GMRS, and then we go into blank channels that can be programmed to whatever, probably business band stuff, I'd imagine. This is more of a ham radio than it is a GMRS radio, even though it is sold and works out of the box as a GMRS radio. Other way to go up and down, right? We can do that, and of course we could probably enter in a direct channel here. But let's go into menu, and we have radio settings. So let's see, display mode, frequency, name, or channel. I prefer channel, to be honest with you. And band setting. Do we want band A and band B? I'm gonna get rid of that and just have a single. Backlight function, how long do we want it to stay on, right? Brightness. And how many seconds do we want it to be on? I'll go with 15 seconds. Key function. Key lock mode, that kind of stuff. Do I want to lock out? In this case, we're going to leave that alone, right? We'll leave that to manual. Audio. Enable audio, yes. Mic gain, we'll leave that be for right now, but you can see that there. Key beep, let's get rid of the key beep. I know you guys are like me, you don't like that. But I see something I do like. What's this? Roger beep? Oh yeah, definitely. So we'll go ahead and keep that in there. And we'll exit out of that. What else we got here? Vox features, we have those. Power saver mode. Menu timeout setting. Language is English. Radio information, let's see what it says. Model HA1G, and then you can see the firmware number and hardware version, in case you had any interest in that information. And then it starts over, so pretty cool. We can exit out of that. But we also have zones, right? All channel, do we want zone 1, zone 2? Channel setting. Repeater channels, right? What do we want here? Do we want the repeater channels? GMRS channels. These are just the ones that are listed. Of course, you can again program in extra channels, right? And those are all blank right now. So a total of 52 channels available for you to program, which is nice. Cool. Scan setting, I like to go through scan because like I said, there's very little action here. So we can go in there. Scan conditions, scan mode, right? We can block out certain channels. We don't want to have the repeater channels or something like that, right? Signaling, let's go in there. COM settings, DTMF signal. Now, there's a lot going on here, no doubt. And emergency, let's see what that one is. Emergency 1 system list. Alarm type, right? So there's a lot going on here. And we'll take a look at the manual here for those of you who are interested in some of these. Of course, setting our call tones. It does have an FM radio, right? So I can roll through and listen to FM. Not going to do that because of copyright issues right now, but you get the idea. Weather setting, do I want that weather alert? I do not, so let's make sure, okay, it's off. I definitely don't want that thing scaring me in the middle of the night. And we do have our weather channel list. And then we have factory reset, and we're back to the top. Cool. Let's exit out of there. And you see we've replaced the complicated frequencies with regular old GMRS. And we also have, you can see hopefully you can see it, the high and low power settings for FRS versus GMRS. Hopefully you can see that. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and scan. And there it goes. Press scan. And you can see it starts scanning through. So I'll leave that to scan while it's scanning. Who knows, maybe something will come up. Let's take a look at the manual real quick, and then we'll wrap things up here. Some assembly information. 30 GMRS channels, up to 250 custom channels. 136 to 174 megahertz and 400 to 480 megahertz receive only, okay? Because it is a GMRS radio. We've got weather channels, weather alerts, FM radio. We've got our tones, tone control, high and low power, channel scan, backlit display, narrow and wide bandwidth, which is kind of nice. Busy channel lockout, backlit keypad. I mean, this is nice. It is IP67 waterproof. IP67 means splashes and you know, maybe occasional rainfall and stuff, but not like take it for a swim. And then here's a list of all the different things that are going on. I'll pause on that for a second for you guys to look at it. And of course a close-up of our buttons. I've been through a lot of this with you already, but in case you had any questions. Cool. Yeah, this is really nice. I was going to see what kind of wattage. Yeah, it's 5 watts, give or take 5 watts, which is not a bad for a GMRS radio. Of course, think FRS has also moved into 5 watts now, but it's still not bad for a handheld. You know, you go too much power in a handheld and you run down the battery so quickly, it's not really worth having it. So, cool. And then there's some warnings from the FCC about, oh, you know, radio frequencies and damaging our brains, which probably have occurred. So as you can see, nothing picking up this morning, but overall nice. Push to talk here. Channel up and here is for, you know, priority 1, priority 2. Unscrew that for our programming. On the back here are little tabs. Oh, that's cool. I didn't notice that initially. So we do have the ability to put it in our docking port. However, if you were someplace and didn't have the port and need to recharge it, they were kind enough to put a USB-C port right there as well. That's nice. I didn't know it had that. Up on top, our volume up and down and off, and our channel select here, and our red button. Never push the red button, right? That's our alarm button. I'm not going to press it because it would just screech too early in the morning here. Nice. A nice radio overall. Cool. Well, I'll leave a link to where you can pick up one of these, and I appreciate you as always. Till next time, my friends, take care.